What's up everybody, it's Karl, aka Karl Trump Tech, and today let's talk about the importance of competition. Cue the music. Alright, if you guys are finding me for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button, this red button down below that says subscribe. That way you're notified anytime I put out a new video in regards to the marching arts, drum lines, marching bands, drum corps, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single upload. Now make sure that notification bell is ringing as well. That way you are the first to be notified anytime I put out a new video. Subscribe, make sure that notification bell is ringing, and let's get to the video. Okay, so where am I today? I am in beautiful Hong Kong. Look at these amazing lights down here. I thought it would be a great place to have my video blog, and hopefully the background noise is manageable, but I figure, you know, like I can't miss this opportunity. I gotta talk to you guys here. This skyline is amazing. Look at these amazing buildings that's all lit up. There's a red boat over there. I just want to point that out right now. Like all kinds of cool stuff going on. I love it. There's so much energy. There's so many people out here, and I just thought I should be amongst the people when I talk to the people. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is basically about my recent experience here in Hong Kong. I was with my good friend Dominic, who invited me out to participate in his competition here in Hong Kong, and basically it's a competition him and his dad put together, and it's for all, you know, the schools, you know, have some type of, you know, marching band or, you know, drumline program here in Hong Kong. They come together and they compete once a year. Okay, now contrast this with the States, where, you know, we compete like, you know, every month basically, right? And then you have a marching band season, you have a drumline season, you have a drum corps season, where basically you have competitions year round, right? Well, here in Hong Kong they have one a year. Okay, so once a year everybody comes together and has this competition where they compete against each other and you know, get, you know, awards and all that good stuff, and they get to show off for each other and all that, right? I think, right, and it is kind of in stark contrast to maybe some, you know, instances or videos where I might talk about, you know, how competition can be a bad thing, right? Competition can be something where, you know, it's like we can take it too seriously, and then we're just too competitive, and we don't see the beauty of, like, you know, just the art itself, because we're so focused on winning, so focused on being the best and all that stuff, right? Whereas at the same time, you know, being at an event like this, you know, in Hong Kong, where it's only once a year, okay? And like, it's not like, you know, they get a bunch of money to kind of put this thing together. Like, this is literally put together with the funds of my friend Dominic and his dad. Like, it's completely volunteer. It's completely like a charity by them. And it's like, but at the same time, it's a service, right, to the marching arts students here in Hong Kong, to be able to host this event where people can come together and basically have a purpose, right? Have a purpose for why they practice, why they rehearse, why they learn their craft, why they drum, right? It's like, so that once a year they can get together and show off their skills, show off what they learned, show off what they worked on, maybe get an award, maybe get, you know, some recognition for the work they've done, and everybody comes together and has a good time, right? And everybody did have a good time. Once I did go to this event, I actually guest judged. So I was judging the solo competitions, I was judging the marching band competitions, and then, you know, I also got to do a quick little demo, just basically giving tips and tricks, just like I normally do online, but live in front of, you know, basically all the students at that competition. It was totally cool. It was such a thrill, and I was honored to be there and kind of give my tips and tricks to all those people and all those students there. So I just want to say that, you know, it is important. Like, competitions as an event, right, is such an important thing, right? Because like I said, it gives people an opportunity to come together and be, you know, and just kind of like see what everybody's doing, right? Kind of like appreciate what everybody's doing. You know, maybe there's friends in different groups and they kind of like mingle and talk to each other. Like, in that sense, competition as an event is an amazing thing. Competition, you know, by itself also is a very cool thing as well, right? It's like, it's a way for us to kind of judge each other, kind of like, you know, kind of, we can see how we stack against other people, against other groups, and then, you know, that tells us, okay, well, this group is better, so I got to strive for this much, right? Or, okay, we're better, and then now we got to make sure we stay on top. Like, competition in that sense can be a good thing, right? Like, take a look at, you know, like sports events, right? Like NBA or, you know, Major League Baseball or football and all that stuff, right? Like, competition is great, right? Competition brings people together in that, you know, all these people fill the stadiums, right? And they come watch the events. competition gets people to like root for their favorite team, and they come together, like, you know, because they're all fans of the same team, and there's unity in that, right? Like, sports brings unity, competition brings unity, and in that sense, competition is a very good thing, right? So I just want to say that, you know, when you go to a competition, all right, like, there's got to be some form of appreciation for the people who put those events together, because who knows, right? Like, you know, marching arts, as you know, is not the most well-funded activity in the world. It's definitely not the most well-funded activity here in Hong Kong, and there's got to be a certain level of appreciation for the individuals and the groups and the organizations that put these events together, so that we can come together, right, and kind of show off what we've done, right, show off our work, make friends, come together, have this, you know, this unified, you know, I guess, unified strength, I guess, in that we're all doing the same thing. We can kind of support each other, and at the same time, you know, there's friendly competition, see who's better and all that stuff, right, who's further along, who can get, like, you know, first place, who gets, you know, the higher awards, who gets the higher numbers and all that stuff, right? But at the end of the day, it's all about us coming together. It's all about us, like, kind of like measuring ourselves against each other, so we can see how much further we got to go, how much more improvement needs to be made. Like, all of that is good, okay? So when you go to a competition, you don't get the placement you want, you get mad at some judges, like, you know, like, I kind of felt bad that I had to choose who had a higher score, who was going to be the winner of a competition, who was going to win a drum battle. I honestly felt bad that, like, I had to choose one winner and then somebody did not win. Like, you know, so it gave me a really nice appreciation for judges in general, how hard that job is. But at the same time, you know, it's like, I kind of worry in the back of my head, like, you know, the people who did not win the drum battle, oh my gosh, are they going to think Karl Drum Tech, like, are they going to hate on me? Like, are they going to be mad at me and all that stuff, right? I mean, it's a very human thing, right? Like, for me to feel that way. It's also a very human thing for the students to feel that way. Like, if they got mad at me, it's like, oh man, like, we should have won, right? So think about how many instances there were where, like, you know, had a judge who didn't like your show, who gave you a lower number than all the other judges, and you're like, man, F that guy, right? You're like mad at that person, mad at that girl, or whatever, right? Because they didn't give you the score you wanted, they didn't give you the placement you wanted, and you're just mad at that person. I totally put myself in that individual's shoes and go, wow, like, if I ever was in that situation where I got mad at a judge because they gave our group a lower number than everybody else, than the other compared to the other judges, like, you know, okay, I shouldn't have been mad, you know what I mean? Like, it's a hard job. I mean, you know, it's like, maybe that person did feel bad that they had to give our group a lower score. You know what I'm saying, right? So it's like, if you put yourself in that situation, you have a greater appreciation, you have a greater understanding for how hard it is to be a judge, okay? And how hard it is, okay, again, to the point of my video, how hard it is to put an event together whereas maybe it's not the most well-funded thing in the world. Who knows where they're getting the money, right, that they need to put these events together so you can go and compete and go and have, like, a purpose to your practicing, to your rehearsals, to you getting good at your craft, right? Like, even if it's like DCI or WGI or SCPA in California, right? It's like there's individuals working hard behind the scenes to put those events together for you, okay? And competition is a good thing. Competitions, okay, as an event is also a good thing. And show appreciation for the people, the individuals, and the organizations that put those events together for you, okay? So that's my message for today. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Competition is a good thing. Competition, you know, like, I might say that competition can be a bad thing. It can be, right? But it can also be a very good thing. So competition between your friends, competition between different sections, competition between other bands, that's all good, right? Because, again, it's kind of like, well, like, for example, I got really good at drumming because, you know, I had a friend who was able to do flam drags, right? This is the story of how I got, you know, was able to get flam drags down, was I had a friend who, you know, got into drums later than me, and then he was playing flam drags before me, and I was like, wait, how could this be happening? I've been playing drums longer, what the heck? That made me mad, that made me upset, and that motivated me to get flam drags down, and I did because of that. So competition, in that sense, was a very good thing. But at the end of the day, don't forget what it's all about, right? I'm still really good friends with that person. We still, you know, with that person and many other individuals I've ever marched with, We have this relationship, we have this bond that brought us together and will continue to connect us until the day we die, because we had that shared experience together. So that is the most important thing when you are in a drumline, when you go compete somewhere, when you're in an event, when you perform. Like, you're literally going to battle with these people or against these people, and at the end of the day, like, we're all friends, right? It's like, you know, in the NBA, like, you know, I brought this up before, you know, the opposing players, they're all friends, right? They're all friends with each other. They hang out during the off season. Some of them like might even join each other's teams, and it's like, oh cool, like we were already friends, so no big deal, right? Like, it all comes full circle, so it doesn't make sense to kind of hate on somebody because they're better than you, or get mad that they won, right? It's like, you can, that's okay, right? But at the same time, it's like, think about the bigger picture, all right? Don't get lost in that. Don't get lost in, you know, the seriousness of competition. Yes, take it very seriously, but at the same time, look at the bigger picture. And that's everything I've been talking about with every video I talk about. Always look at the bigger picture. Always look at the bigger world. Look at this amazing world we live in. All right, I've never been here before, and to see this and have an appreciation for it is truly amazing. So hopefully you guys appreciate it as well, seeing this, like seeing that there is this huge world. Always look at the bigger picture, okay? So cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, do me a huge favor, hit that like button down below. If you have any questions or comments or would like to add to this conversation, leave it in the comments below as well. And if you have not subscribed, after I told you to subscribe, make sure you subscribe so, like I said, you don't miss a single upload, all right? Now, also, if you feel like this video could help somebody else out, maybe, you know, you had a competition and everybody didn't like the results that they got, right? Show them this video so they can appreciate, you know, what competition should be all about. Have an appreciation for a judge who maybe, you know, didn't score you very high or give you the number you wanted or give you the placement you wanted, right? Show them this video, okay? Or if you ever felt that way, watch this video, okay? And if that happens down the line again, you get that feeling like, ah, F that guy that gave me this number, watch this video again, okay? And have a renewed appreciation. Put yourselves in their shoes the way that I put myself in all judges' shoes when I judged for the first time, and I was like, oh yeah, this is hard, and it sucks to choose, but it's like you have to choose, right? And at the same time, you know, you are giving these individuals a service, right? Because again, they're coming to this event, and you're giving them a barometer in which to show them where they are in their progress, okay? So cool. Thank you guys again for watching, and what I think you guys should totally do next is watch more of my videos by clicking over here and subscribing over here. Peace out, catch you guys on the next video. Wow, look at this skyline. I just can't get over it. I cannot get over it.